Yo, what is up, Crockxen clan members, poker fans, and others who stumbled upon this video? I am SoresanCrockxen, and today I have a follow-up video to what happened yesterday. Well, technically, the leaks that came out on Saturday. I was hoping, I really don't like making videos on Mondays, right? Mondays are supposed to be my days off, but the thing that I was expecting yesterday decided to come out today. So, fuck me, right? So, we're going to talk about, the new name, well, not really new names, but like all the information that we have currently on all the forums that are out and about. And we're also going to be talking about Super Mystery Dungeon, because Corocoro leaked some stuff in there that was very intriguing. I want to talk about it. So first off, let's talk about the Zygarde cell. This thing right here. Now the Zygarde cell, according to the text that we have, it says this stage has been identified as the single cells that make up Zygarde. So each individual cell on Zygarde's body. Okay. Cells do not possess any will or thought processes. They're found scattered throughout the region. Since they can't use any moves, researchers question whether it can be even called Pokemon. So so this thing obviously is. I already knew it was something different, but it wasn't Zygarde Core. We already kind of had that idea. But he actually is a completely different thing. It's basically space, just matter in space. So they don't know if we should call it a Pokemon because it really does nothing except for be there. Now the Zygarde Core, this little guy, the guy that we've been fascinating over for like the past months or so. It says, at this stage, this aspect of Zygarde is little more than part of the Pokemon's brain. Unlike the cells, though, the cores are self-aware and can communicate with cells and other cores via telepathy. When a change occurs in the local region's signal system, cores have been known to take action. So, Zygarde does not exist until these little guys start going, hey, we got shit to do, okay? Let's go and do our thing, because otherwise, the world is screwed. The ecosystem's gonna crash and burn, and we need to take action. So these guys are really where it all begins. Like the cells, yeah, they exist, but realistically speaking, they don't do anything. So unless they're a core, nothing's gonna happen, right? So you need to worry about when the cores start gathering, because that may mean some shit's about to happen. Now, Zygarde 10% form. It says right here that in this form, the Zygarde Core takes it when it gathers around 10% of all the cells that are nearby the area. So that means that all the little cells in the area just start gathering and fusing and whatever. It says it's capable of traveling over 60 miles per hour, and it defeats its enemies with its sharp fangs and incredible speed. Now this could mean there's different. See, I still don't understand how these percent forms or these things are going to work, because if it takes the cores to fuse together with the cells to create these forms, these 10% form, the 50% form, and even the perfect form, is like, how is that going to translate to the games? Like, that's my big my biggest confusion is like, how can you translate that idea into the games? Because you can't just have a little tiny Zygarde Core and just start collecting mini cells and cores that are scattered throughout the region just to get a certain form. Because then what happens? What if you want to go back to a specific form? What if you don't want to have 50% form or perfect form? You want to have the 10% form, or if we get a 30% form or a 60% form, how are you supposed to revert back? Is there a way to split them up, or how is that going to work? That's the only thing that I'm still concerned about, and I still don't understand. Hopefully we get more information as time goes on. But the Zygarde perfect form is actually going to be called Zygarde complete form in English in the West. That's our name. I don't understand why they change. It's a name you don't really need to change. So why the heck? Yeah, perfection is not real, blah 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 blah. But this, in the description, it literally says this is the perfect form that Zygarde takes when the core gathers 100% of the cells. When the ecosystem is under threat and the core concludes that 50% form will be unable to deal with it, the core take on the complete form. It says it right there in the sentence. This is the perfect form. So why the heck do they have to change it to complete? I don't understand that. Did the same thing with Yveltal. They took away its death death Pokemon to destruction. Like, what the fuck is the difference? You're still killing things, you know? Now, the interesting thing here to note is that it says its power is greater than Xerneas and Yveltal, which we kind of talked about before. But that means, all this means that, you know, the theories that people had when they saw the colors that it fuses with Yveltal and Xerneas is not true. It has nothing to do with them, I guess. I made a joke with somebody I met, one of my fans actually. I was like, honestly, I feel like those colors just represent who, like with his like his right arm is the one that has the blue. So like his blue arm is the one he slaps Xerneas with, and the left one, which is the red one, he slaps Yveltal. Like, stop it, behave. You're causing havoc. Just like, that's just me. Like, that's what I honestly feel like. Obviously, that was a joke, but I mean, it has nothing to do with them fusing together with Zygarde, which is something that a lot of people were speculating. I'm kind of glad it's not true. I want Zygarde to be his own thing. I mean, like, if you do it, if you do it, him fusing with the other two Pokemon, it's just gonna feel like Black and White and Kyurem. And I'm glad that they're doing it this way because it's something new and something fresh. They wouldn't have to like compare it to anything else, because realistically, there's nothing like Zygarde that has ever existed in the Pokemon universe. So he has a niche, and I like the fact that they're making him special, because in X and Y, he was like the most useless thing ever. Just saying. But now let's talk a little bit about this Greninja, though. This little Greninja here. Now it says that Ash Greninja, and literally its name is Ash-Greninja. That's weird. But it says that it's a form that Greninja takes when the bond between it and Ash is raised to the limit. The strength of their bond changes Greninja's appearance when it takes on the characteristic look of Ash's attire. This phenomenon is also said to have happened just once several hundred years ago in the College region, but it remains shrouded in mystery. That means that Ash, once again, is special, which I always love when they try to drive this whole Ash special thing, because those storylines are very interesting. Like when they did it in the second movie, Ash being the chosen one, it was great. I loved it. I just love when a character gets told they're special, because then they get fleshed out more, and that's something that I really want. I love the way they're using Ash in X and Y, and this is just gonna make him even better and cooler. And like, so honestly, we still don't understand how Greninja changes. We don't understand what, like, because obviously, remember how Mega Evolution works is that your bond with your Pokemon has to be really, really strong, and then you have the Mega Stone, the Mega Ring, and then it combines and fuses together to create the power surge enough so that the Pokemon can Mega Evolve. But it doesn't say that anywhere in here. So it's not Mega. I mean, we all assume it's not a Mega. It's more of an aesthetic change. But we just need to find out why he changes like that, and like how the process works. Because obviously, it's not just gonna be like him just evolving and devolving or whatever. It probably something has to happen for Greninja to change its look. At certain, I don't know. I still don't understand like the full context of what they're saying, because if it's saying that the bond has to be at its limit, does that mean that the moment Greninja changes to this new look, he's gonna stay that way, or is he gonna revert back and he only goes that form when certain things happen or certain things occur? Like what? Like that's the thing that we still don't know. Like how is this form gonna affect Greninja? Now it doesn't. His stats are not changing. Like he's not like getting stronger or faster or nothing. Like it just doesn't say anything like that. It just says that the bond has to be enough for him to change the way he looks. So he's just changing appearance. Like I said, it's aesthetic. So I don't understand. I don't know where this is gonna go, but I'm super excited to see what that's gonna entail. Now, Super Mystery Dungeon stuff. I really am interested to talk about this. So in Super Mystery Dungeon, we got a lot. Well, not a lot, but a decent amount of information that came out from Corocoro. One of them being that there's gonna be an issue. Wait, hold on. There's an issue that's gonna have a special QR code for Power Up Punch. That's fine. Whatever. The TM. Fine, Danny. Whatever. The thing. There's something interesting in here though. They talk about a special dungeon called the Corocoro dungeon, which means the magazine itself is getting a dungeon in the game. Now, is that something special because it's Corocoro? Are they gonna do like a special dungeons as distributions? Because it says it's a distribution that's coming out in next month's Corocoro issue. So as like, is the creator of the game just saying, hey, let's make some fun, fun games and some fun dungeons and stuff like that, that have special themes or whatever. Now it says that this dungeon is 20 floors deep, so that's a lot. That's a lot of floors, I will admit. Like those, usually the minimum for the bigger dungeons is like around 15 or 18. So 20 is a decent size. It's not the biggest I've seen. I've definitely seen like I've played dungeons that had like 50 floors, and those things like sometimes I'll admit those floors are tedious, and when you start getting to like the 50 floor dungeons and you start getting to like floor number 36 or 37, you're like, oh my gosh, this is never gonna end. But this is like the it's a good size. I like it. And the boss of the dungeon is gonna be a Garchomp. I don't know why Garchomp. Maybe the creator or the author of Corocoro loves Garchomp or something. I don't get why, but it's fine. I like Garchomp, so it'd be nice to have it as a special Pokemon. Now here's the big thing. This is what got me hyped. It says that so far there are 120 dungeons confirmed in the game across the 5 continents that we're going to be exploring. That's 5 different areas that we're exploring. And that's a lot of fucking dungeons. Like, that is a lot. Like, I cannot wait to get to the meat of this game. Like, that is a lot of content. That's a lot. Like, and the fact that dungeons are random. Like, every time you go into a dungeon, it's random. So that's a lot of possibilities. I'm excited. I really am. This game is just sounding better and better every time they talk about it. And I can't wait to see this in action. I can't wait to try it. I really hope they release a demo so that we can try it before it comes out. Because, I mean, I'm getting it day 1 automatically. It's a fact. I'm getting that shit day 1. But I really would love to have a demo of it beforehand. And then the other thing, remember how a while back I talked about how there was going to be like this training area or this special area that was run by Meowth that had its own separate dungeons, which is not even counting the 120. So that's even more dungeons in there. So that's fun. That's actually pretty cool. But they have their own dungeons, and they're gonna have different challenges that you have to do. Now, it says that when you enter the dungeons, the Meowth special dungeons, your level goes down to 5. That means it's already going to be challenging enough if you're like at a higher level and all of a sudden you turn back to like your baby form and your attacks take like you have to attack the opponent like 6 or 7 times before they freaking take half HP. That stuff is, and they're all going to have special rules. So like I said, they're going to have challenges. I cannot wait to try that. I'm really looking forward to this game. This game just sounds better every single time we get a new announcement of it. I'm super excited. I'm super stoked. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the Zygarde forms? How do you think Greninja's aesthetic change is going to work? Do you think he can go back to being a regular looking Greninja, or if he just stays as that Greninja? And are you excited for Super Mystery Dungeon? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, guys, my name is SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos.